Are you jumping for joy? Oh, all right, that was a good test. Are you? That hurt. Why am I going around? I could just back up. Beep, 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 beep. Are you jumping for joy when I'm not even looking? Hello, you're over there. Are you jumping for joy to help others? Are you rejoicing to help others? I'm so glad my face is not on that when I hit the bed. Ah, Jesus, others, and you. Today, we are going to talk about others. Oh my gosh, I think this is a workout. This is a mortification, isn't it? Can't this replace my workout? I think it can. I think it can. I don't know. Whew. Jesus, others, you. That is joy. So we're going to talk today about other people. And that is what I am doing today. I am helping out a couple of other people. I'm submitting a Catholic Stand article on behalf of their ministries, which is so cool because we are all different bodies of the church. We all have different talents. We all have different gifts. We're so unique in our upbringing, on our journey. We have so much to share, and people need different people, different parts of the body. Like the eye, if we were one big old eye, what would that be all about? I don't want to use eye. Illuminati. If we were all a thumb, what would that be all about? It's great to have thumbs. It differentiates us from all the other species. But in the end, we're all different parts of the body for a reason. We're all necessary. And it's good to promote others and to help others. So in this instance, it's a ministry of two other people. It's Nicole Abisinio. She is a former Hollywood actress and producer who had a conversion, and I will put in the link here, her interview on Church Militant with Michael Voris. It's mic'd up. It's about, 50 minutes long. And you can hear all about her experience in Hollywood and the evil that's in Hollywood. So what has she done lately to combat that? Well, she had a wonderful conversion to the Catholic Church during this walk, and you can hear again that in the link that's attached below. Starred, and produced her own TV series, The Advocate it's called, and it's airing on Pure Flix December 24th. It has 5 episodes, and the first one is based on her story as a 9-year-old helping her classmates and helping, authorities take down a predator. Crazy. So she's out there with this series to help children, abuse and trafficking. Just awesome. So share this far and wide because this is a unique series. Inside every episode, we get tips to look out for predators and things that we can teach our children to protect themselves. Nicole's mom was a child abuse detective, so she ingrained some skills in Nicole very early. And of course, they applied to her as she went on this crazy journey. Seriously, she is perfectly set up spiritually for this battle. And she wants to bring this to everyone. So we can help prevent it, we can help identify it, and we can get it out there that it's something real and pure evil. And on the other hand, speaking of children, are you outsourcing your catechesis to, CCD or your Catholic school? Because maybe you don't know the faith yourself? I have the answer. Mary and Kevin O'Neill, they started this beautiful series because they were using Catholic books to raise their 9 children now, but back in the day, I don't know how many when they started the first book. And it's building blocks of faith. It became one book about the catechism so that we know for sure our faith. And it's beautifully illustrated. The book is quality. I don't know where he gave me one. Kevin, I know I have it, I think somewhere. Unless I think I gave it to a woman to give to her grandchild to teach him the faith, but I'm not sure. And I got to tell you, I'm bummed if I gave it out because it is a quality coffee table book. And I learned so much just thumbing through a few pages with Kevin. I'm like, show me the gist of this. And you will learn something too. And that's our job. Even if you don't have children, if you're a Catholic and you want to share the faith, we've got to be able to know the faith first, right? So this is very helpful. I say get it anyway. You don't need to have kids. Grandkids, fantastic. It's really a good way to learn as adults and maybe even help us through stories and typology. And it's just a beautiful learning experience for adults and children. And that's our job. I had to learn the faith all by myself. I even went to CCD, didn't learn it there. And we can't blame our catechesis people and our schools. We have to take that on our own shoulders, don't you think? That is the most important thing, is our faith and the sacraments and what it really means to be Catholic and how to build a relationship with God and how to pray and how all of that comes into our life. It's not just learning the faith, but it kind of starts there because you got to learn it first and then you got to conform to it. And that's where you need Jesus and a relationship with him and his grace. So I put the link below for Building Blocks of Faith. On the Block, I think it's On the Block. I don't know, go check down below. It's cool, it's kind of cute, play of words. So that is me helping others today, and I have lots of emails to send out. I need to submit my article, which is finished now, final edit. And that's what it's all about, iron sharpening iron. In faith, also building other people up. So what have you done lately for other people? Here are 3 tips to have servant leadership in your heart. Did I get that microphone? So that you are doing things selflessly. Tip number 1, Jesus. Remember, joy is Jesus, others, you. So yeah, Jesus has to be in the mix. He has to be first. And we have to imitate Jesus. So let's just go to the Bible. Ding! Where is my Bible? Oh, it's in the other room. In the Bible, we see Jesus being kind and serving others. He even tells others that he's not here to be a king, he's here to serve. What does that mean? It doesn't mean that we're slaves. We imitate Jesus. What did he do? He shared how to love, how to pray. He passed on his church. He passed on the sacraments and priests, the structure of the church on to the first apostles, Peter, the vicar of Christ, the Pope. This is what Jesus did. He shared all of this and put this into place to help us on the journey because he also told us how to live and that we need to conform our lives to what he told us in the Bible. And you can't do that by yourself. This is really it in a nutshell. All of the 10 commandments are boiled down to 2. Number 1, we must keep the one and only God the center of our life. Our heart, our mind, our soul, like our whole strength, our being. That needs to come first because we can't do the second greatest commandment, which is to love ourselves and love our neighbors. And our neighbors means every stinking person that we come into contact with online, in person, anywhere. So you can't love yourself and love your neighbors unless you have God in your life and you call on him to help you conform your heart to Jesus's heart. And to have courage to speak up when things are wrong, love for those, even though they don't agree with us, but still be firm in our faith and able to communicate in a very peaceful way, teaching all the time, but also teaching through the way that we live our life and all of that. That's what we need to imitate, is Do we love? Do we pray? Do we know the faith? Have we taken steps to learn all these things? Because Jesus needs to be first, because we need his grace to conform our hearts. Everything comes from the heart. That's what I say all the time, because it feeds our thoughts, which feeds our words and our deeds. So we need our heart fundamentally changed. And it's in the Bible. Just take my heart of stone and give me a heart of flesh. And I always think of Jesus' sacred heart and Mary's immaculate heart. So let's not forget Jesus and Mary's heart. Jesus and Mary in our first tip to serve others. And Mary, we can think about, who immediately just found out that she's going to be the mother of God. I mean, hello. And then she goes, I must go serve my cousin Elizabeth in the hill country, get my butt on a donkey. I'm the mother of God, but I'm going to go help out my cousin. That is servant leadership. Second tip. What is the second tip? Second tip. Okay, now here's where we have to take the you. Actually a Y on the end of joy. We have to take off why, you, me. We got to remove ourselves from the activity that we're serving others with. So servant leadership, again, doesn't mean that you're a slave, but you do these things selflessly because you love this person and you want the best for them. That's the definition of love. So we pray for them. We do things for them that they would like. That doesn't involve us. So, hey, if your spouse loves football and you pretty much can take it or leave it, take the Y off the end of joy. Do things selflessly. That is what is really important, because when you do it with just love for that person and you sit and you try to be present during a football game and you don't have your phone, don't just sit there with your phone in your face. You actually pay attention and you could pick it up. It's not that hard. What else does your husband like to do, or your wife, or your mom or dad? Maybe you've got a friend who's in need. Maybe you want to take them to adoration. That's another beautiful, loving, kind invitation that you can make to someone. I mean, who wouldn't want to sit with Jesus? I know the first time I went in there, I was shocked at how reverent it was, how peaceful it was. I was not into peace then at all. It scared the bejesus out of me. Maybe I shouldn't use that word. It scared the daylights out of me. I never was quiet. I always had noise and TV and radio and music around all the time. I think I made it 7 minutes my first time. Pathetic, I know. Tip number 3 is to combine both of those together. So you're imitating Jesus. You're doing what Jesus did. Number 2, you're taking yourself out of it and you're doing selfless things for another person. But lastly, if we put those two together, the Jesus and the selflessness, and we invite Jesus into that activity, it's not us doing that activity, it's Jesus doing that activity through us. Let's say your spouse or your family loves it when you make this from scratch pizza and it takes almost all day because you have to rise the crust 3 or 4 times and it's like a 6, 7, 8 hour project, and you don't do it because it's a big old you know what. You decide you're going to invite Jesus in and do this because you love your family and they love this pizza. And it's a labor of love when you bring Jesus in, because all of a sudden you are now so grateful that you have ingredients, that you know how to make this, that you can pray through it. You can even add some holy water and, holy salt and oil. You can also just be grateful for the oven and the tools and the mixer, if you've got a dough mixer thingy. Stand mixer, I think those are called. But after that, you're in a different mind. You are thinking like Jesus. You are doing the activity. So you're not just imitating him. You are asking him almost to put his heart in replacement of yours, and bring Mary's in as well. Thinking about how much she served Jesus and taught him. So that's it. That's how we do joy. Do joy. Good. So that's how we do joy. No, I did it again. So that is how we do things for others with joy. Jesus, others, and you, but we kind of like push ourselves really, really outside. But of course, we are here. We are body, mind, soul. So we have to be an active participant in this. We just have to bring Jesus in. And that will change every act that we do into a loving act. Pretty cool, huh? Keep on keeping on. Do some joyful leaps today. Don't hurt yourself like I did. It's going to be fun editing. It's going to be a lot of editing, though. I just want you to know that I have not done my bodily mortification. I need to exercise. I am fasting, and I need to sit in some rosary prayer and maybe like 15, 20 minutes just in calm and peace. It was kind of a crazy morning in the middle of my podcast. My radio show called, and I was scheduled at 7:45, but they called it like 7:20. So it's just been a crazy, weird day. But it's been a great day because it's been God's day, and all this has happened for a reason. My other mortification is doing all of these emails for this other person and getting my article in. Boom. That's it. So go see what you can do for others in your life with Jesus in your heart, for the love of Him and for the love of them only. All righty, everyone. Speaking of love, I love you all. Find something more with God, Jesus, today, and have a blessed and inspired day.